We're recording this right now on a Monday night. By the time we get to Wednesday, when this episode should come out, the NBA will have voted in terms of whether they're going to move forward with the rest of the season down in Orlando. Now, I don't have to tell you all or anyone else in the country, in Florida, there's a huge spike in COVID cases. That could have an effect on whether the NBA comes back. Why do I talk about the NBA on a high school show? Because the NBA coming back and being successful is paramount to any high school sports starting. If they don't come back, or if they come back and fail, that's going to be a real issue for high school sports. So gentlemen, here's what I want to know from you. Josh, again, the student athletes are banging down your doors attempting to get into your gym right now to work out, to get out of the house, to get a little physical conditioning. How do the kids feel about COVID? Are they afraid of it? Do they not care about it? How do the kids feel?
No, I think I would say the kids seem to be really aware. They definitely, come prepared. I think we're seeing a lot of kids wearing the mask. Marc got a great line of masks that he's pushing out. I haven't got mine yet, but I'm still waiting for that. But anyhow, I think the kids are aware. I think I think they want a season. I think it's interesting because it's like, the next time, if this corona is a seasonal thing, it'll keep winding up, kind of messing up basketball season around the late part of the season in the playoffs. So I think everybody right now is just anxious to do something, you know what I mean? And so with that being said, I think everybody's awareness is up, but I think there will be a season this year in high school sports.
Check the mail. I sent you your mask 3 weeks ago, Josh. You got to check that mail.
I gotta check the mail. You're right. Let me go check that in a minute. I'll check that out.
Checks are in the mail, masks are in the mail, and I've lost all control of the show. Marc Stern, the last time that you and I were set to work together, it was to be the Maryland State Championship games. That, of course, was the start of COVID-19, the coronavirus. Those games, the championship games, ended up being canceled. Many student athletes and communities were disappointed. So what effect would it have on the entire community, DMV as a total, if basketball and sports do not come back this year?
I think it would be devastating on so many different levels. Kids who aspire to play collegiately would kind of be robbed the exposure and the opportunity to be seen by those schools recruiting him. Obviously, the camaraderie. You play, high school sports because of the camaraderie piece to compete. And if you're robbed of that in your junior and now potentially senior years, for some sports it could be 2 years, like spring sport. It's a really, really difficult thing. Obviously, it's beyond everybody's control, but it's a really, really tricky situation.
And the tricky situation, again, Marcus Helton, I'm giving the tricky answer to you here. Basketball season, fortunately, is months away. Football season is right on the horizon. Basketball season is months away. If you are the commissioner, if you are the president of the basketball universe, do you believe that sports in general, basketball in specific, should happen in the shadow of COVID-19?
Yeah, I think it can happen. I think what you're running into now is at this point in the summer, a lot of people are anxious to get back out there, which I get. As a person who puts on events, I totally get people want to get back out there and they want to run tournaments and play 5-on-5 like they used to, but it's different now. And I think everyone has to kind of take a wait and see approach, as hard as that is for people. I know it's difficult to not know, but sometimes it's a new time. We all have to be comfortable with not knowing.
All have to be comfortable with not knowing the new normal. We don't know all of the answers yet, but we will figure them out. Gentlemen, I tell you what, we got to all link back up again. I just want to pick you all's brains. We'll have some debates and really get spicy with all of this basketball knowledge on the line.
I can't wait.
Marcus, Josh Morgan Green, thank you all for rolling with the Road Show.
Thanks, Chad.
Appreciate you, Chad.
Appreciate you.
Welcome back, and thank you for rolling with us on the Road Show. Headed down to Kentucky, Chandler, the Bluegrass State. Very special student athlete that we had an opportunity to speak with. One of my favorites. I know that he's one of your favorites as well. This is athlete in the class of 21.